Hello, guys. Welcome back to another video, and I'm gonna be doing the Chelsea versus Tottenham match reaction today. So I'm just gonna talk about like my thoughts about the game. We're gonna do the player ratings for Chelsea because they won the game. So we usually do the winning teams player ratings, and yeah, I'll just talk about the game first. So yeah, Chelsea was basically just dominant the whole game. Like there's not really even like much to talk about um because Chelsea really just dominated the whole game. They had the ball the whole game. Um yeah, they had the ball the whole game, and like Tottenham just couldn't like really even get it. Like I'm gonna check the possession stats. I'm gonna just check the stats, and yeah, it says Chelsea at 66% possession. So they got their goals, and then just had the ball the whole time. Spurs battered. Yeah, yeah. Spurs they literally couldn't do anything this whole game. They didn't really create anything. Defensively, they weren't good because they did concede 2 goals. And it was literally just Chelsea's play style just dominating Spurs. Like Spurs kind of did like what they did against Leicester, I think. Like they really just sat back the whole time. But Chelsea had the ball literally the whole time, and it like literally led to Spurs not being able to create and not being on offense that much. Like, yeah, so Chelsea, it says they had 15 shots, 7 on target, which is a lot, and Spurs only had 6 shots. That's 9 less and 3 on target. So that's a big difference there, and that just shows that they dominated the game. And what a goal by Ziyech! You can see on the thumbnail kind of like what happened, but um he just curled it in. That was an amazing goal. And I'll get to my man of the match later. You probably know who it's gonna be because he dominated the whole game. He created chances. He had a lot of shots. And he's such Ziyech is such a fun. Okay, I guess I just revealed it, but yeah, Ziyech is probably my man of the match. He's such a fun player to watch, I guess. And his passing was really good. Like he like when his teammates make a run, he'll deliver the ball and it's like right to them, right in front of them, like perfect passing. So Ziyech really like was the man of the match. He was a standout player today for Chelsea. And yeah, for the table, I'm gonna go over the table later, but for the table, that's kind of big. That's a big result because Spurs have all those games in hand. They have like 4 games in hand, I think, compared to Chelsea. So three or four. So that's 9 points. So they'll be in top 4, but that's big for teams like Man United and Arsenal because they're not gonna pass us, I guess. And that's 1 out of like 3 that they've dropped points. So for as a Man United fan, I have to hope that they drop a few more points. And for Chelsea, that gets them 9 points clear of yeah, 9 points clear of Man United, who's right next to them. Man United's in fourth, Chelsea in third. So yeah, that makes them 9 points clear. But Man United, the only thing is if they do win 2 games, they'll be 3 points behind Chelsea because they have like 2 games in hand. Um, so yeah, that was a big win for Chelsea. If they didn't win, there probably would be some problems. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, yeah, and then the second goal was Thiago Silva. What a pass from Mason Mount on the free kick, and then Thiago Silva headed in. Thiago Silva had a really good day defensively, and he had the goal. So that's a contender for the man of the match. But yeah, I think another player who stood out to me on Chelsea was Callum Hudson-Odoi because he did have the assist for the first goal. He was in the first half. I think Tanganga did a really good job defending against him, but I think like more in the second half, he got the assist for the Ziyech goal, and then he for the Thiago Silva goal, he was the one who drew the foul, and then Mason Mount put it into to Thiago Silva, and then the goal. So yeah, Callum Hudson-Odoi was a standout player, and his dribbling is really good. That's probably his best attribute, and he was passing really well. The whole Chelsea team passed well today, because that's what their system's based on, I guess. But yeah, it was a good performance from them. Zia goal was so good. Yeah, that was probably one of the best goals this season. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna do the player ratings. Now. Let me pull it up. Okay, here it is. So yeah, here's the team. Oh, wrong team. All right, yeah. So we have Kepa in goal. I'm gonna give him a 6. I mean, he had a really good save at the end when he kind of got injured. Wait, can you guys? Okay, yeah. Now I think now it's visible. Yeah, but he had a really good save at the end. But other than that, he didn't have to do anything because Chelsea had the ball the whole time. So I'm gonna give him a 6 just because he didn't really have to do much. Aspilicueta, I'd give him a 6 too. He didn't. He was like he was going forward and he was on defense too. But like he just didn't have like he didn't need to have an impact. He was part of Chelsea's system. Passing the ball around and stuff. But I think he gets a 6 this game. I think Rudiger I'd give like a 7 or 6.5 because he showed a lot of hustle today. They defended well, they kept the clean sheet. So I'd give Rudiger a 7. And he was actually running forward too. Like he was all over the place. So I'd give him a 7. Maybe Tottenham would have done better if Son was playing. Yeah, I think part of the reason why they weren't as good today is probably because they were missing Son. I think Son's been out for like a few games. I'm not sure, but yeah, they definitely missed him. Then we have Thiago Silva. I'd give him like a 7, 7.5. He defended really well. He had the yellow card, but I still think just the goal like really solidifies it, and he kept a clean sheet. Like that's what a defender's gonna want. So yeah, I'd give Thiago Silva a 7.5. Maling Sarr, I didn't see him much to be honest. I didn't think he really contributed to the game that much, so I'm just gonna give him a 6. He really didn't do much other than getting forward, but yeah. Jorginho, I'd give a 6 as well. He didn't have to do much, just his normal role, passing the ball around and stuff. He got it forward pretty efficiently though. He got the ball forward really nicely, but um, yeah, I'd probably give him a 6, 6.5. He had an okay game. Ziyech, this is my man of the match. 8. Ziyech gets an 8 because he had the amazing goal. That was probably one of the best goals this season, and I think that, and then he was making creating so many chances in the first. The first half wasn't as good I think as the second half, but he was creating so many chances in the second half. But in the first half, like the whole Chelsea team wasn't playing that great, but he was the one bright, like part of that team, bright part of the team. So like he was really passing the ball like forward. He was crossing. He had really good cross to Lukaku, but yeah, Ziyech is definitely my man of the match, I think, and he gets an 8 today. Mason Mount, he gets a 6 or 7. He had the assist, but other than that, I don't think he really did much. He didn't really do much other than the assist. That was a really good cross though, so I'd give him like a 6.5. But yeah, Kovacic, I'd give a 6. He didn't have to do much. He didn't do anything wrong or anything. He kind of just played his role, kind of like Jorginho did, but. Yeah, and then we have Callum Hudson-Odoi. Like I was saying earlier, I'd give him a 7. I thought he had a pretty good game offensively. He used his skill to get past defenders. He was really crossing the ball well too. He crossed it to Ziyech, and then Ziyech put it in. So, yeah, he got the assist, and then he drew the foul for the Mount cross to Thiago Silva. So yeah, Callum Hudson-Odoi had a good game. I'll give him a 7. I think in the first half he was kind of getting pocketed by Tanganga, but in the second half in the first half he wasn't playing that well, but in the second half he stepped up and delivered. Okay, next we have Lukaku. Now this is interesting because I thought he didn't really play that well. I mean, he didn't get. I don't think he. I mean, no, he got service. He got service. He definitely should have had a goal. The Kane goal should have counted. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think that yeah, I didn't talk about this yet, but yeah, I think the Kane goal should have counted. I don't think it was like that big of a push to be honest. And yeah, if that would have probably changed like how the game ended because if that standed, then that would have been like Spurs would have took the lead and probably would have changed how the game went. But yeah, Kane, I think that's a goal. Oh yeah, so then Lukaku, I think he gets a 5 for me because he had a chance, but he like missed the ball completely. Like he didn't even get his foot on the ball. So I think, yeah, Lukaku just I don't even know. He didn't play well today. I think he's a bit overrated to be honest. But But yeah, I think like Lukaku, I don't know. He's been playing well recently. Like been getting goals, but today he just didn't play well. You know, he should have had at least one goal, but yeah. And then we have the subs. Um, I thought Kante came on and did pretty well, so I'd just give him a 6.5 because he actually did play well when he came on. I thought. Alonso, he came on at the end 6, and same with Saul Niguez, he came on at the end, so 6. So yeah, that's that. And I'm gonna screen share the table real quick. Um, all right, let's see. Okay, here it is. So I think there we go. So yeah, you can see there, Man City's at the top with 57 points. Liverpool is second, and Chelsea is within. Also, Liverpool has 2 games in hand. Like Chelsea has played the most games in the league. It seems they played 24 games. So, like West Ham has 1 game in hand. We have 2 games in hand compared to them. Liverpool has 2 and City has 1. So, and same with Spurs has 4 games in hand compared to them, and Arsenal with 3. So, um, it's gonna be interesting. The games in hand, like those are really like the determining. Those are gonna be the determining games because we don't know what's gonna happen. And United right here, it looks like if they win 2 games, then they'll be within 3 of Chelsea. Um, in the end, so yeah, I think just like these teams like Arsenal and United and Spurs, like they just can't be losing these next 3 games. I'm gonna check Tottenham's schedule, Spurs' schedule next 2 games. Yeah, next 2 games, and yeah, like they have Brighton, they have Southampton, then they have a tough game against Wolves. So okay, no. So Brighton's in the FA Cup, so that doesn't really matter. But so then the next league games. So yeah, we're going into the international break. So the next game is going to be in like 2 weeks. So Tottenham versus Southampton, and then a tough game against Wolves, and then they have City, and then they have Leeds. So I mean, Southampton, I think they could beat. Wolves might be difficult, and that could be like a draw or something, because we know how Wolves play. And then Man City, I don't know. I don't see them winning that. That's gonna be difficult. Leeds, I could see them winning. And they have Everton, and then they have United in March. So that's gonna be a crucial game, I think. So for Spurs, it's just about winning against the teams that you can, I think, and just try not to drop as many points as you can. And because they aren't still in a pretty decent position. Because if they have 4 games in hand, they're on 36, which is only 2 off the next top 4 place, which is United, and they have 4 games in hand. So yeah, that's big right there if they can really win the next few games. But yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I thought, Chelsea was just dominant the whole game. And I think the 3 locks for top 4 this season are Man City, Liverpool, and Chelsea. It's between United, Arsenal, Tottenham, and West Ham to see who's gonna get the fourth spot. Because as you can see, Man United passed West Ham yesterday after beating them, so they're 1 point clear of them. So it's like, look, they're Arsenal and Tottenham have the same amount. West Ham has 37 and then 38. They're all within like 2 points of each other. Like that's the max gap. So that's gonna be big. It's really gonna be big. This is gonna be very entertaining. Top 4 race to see who gets the fourth spot. And if Chelsea start dropping points, then there could be like one of these teams could move up to third. You never know. I mean, you never know with these teams in the Premier League. So yeah, they could easily just start like drawing or something, and then that would be like I wanted what I wanted today for since I'm a Man United fan. I wanted a draw for this game because Chelsea would have had 4. They would have been on 45, and then Spurs on 37. Even though that's only like 1 point off United, like we still have a chance to move ahead of Chelsea, but yeah, Manchester City game will be tough. Yeah, Manchester City, they probably already are gonna win the league. It looks like they're 9 points clear. Even though Liverpool have 1 game in hand, still like that's I don't see them coming back from that. And Man City's probably gonna win again, unfortunately. But it's gonna be their like 3rd time in 4 years, I think. Or wait, that's gonna be last season and yeah, 3rd time in 4 seasons. In the past 4 seasons. So yeah, it's kind of annoying that they keep winning, but yeah, that's pretty much it for today. If you like the video, make sure to like it and If you like the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'll be doing more videos like this. And yeah, make sure to tune into the next video and see you next time.